Come on, cold jack, it's time for spraying. Ooh, this is so cold. Right, I've just heard from the clinic, the hair clinic, with the amount of grafts that actually were removed from the back and put on the top. Hi guys, welcome to a new vlog. This is the look of 3 hours of sleep, because that's all I managed to get last night. I'm finding it really difficult to sleep sat straight up with a neck pillow around. So lots of naps needed today. So we are on day 2 of my hair transplant, which is another day in the lodge. The sun has gone, unfortunately, but it's quite warm. A little bit of a lock up there. That's what it's looking like at the moment. Put some more cream on the back. I'll get Nick to show you properly later. But I think it's looking all good at the moment. I'm just really tired. I'm no good when I don't get my full night's sleep. So I'm going to have some naps today later on. I've been checking off the chart, which I got from the hair doctor. So this is where I am so far. Day 1 done, on to day 2. The next one is at day 12. Paracetamol and ibuprofen and just a spray, which I'm probably just going to stop taking the paracetamol and ibuprofen now. I took one this morning just because the back was stinging slightly after you put the back to pran ointment on. But I've been speaking to the clinic this morning. They text me on WhatsApp just to make sure that was doing okay, and they both said don't bother with the painkillers. And she also said try if you want to sleep in a bed, but obviously sat straight up. But I think I'll just stick it out on the sofa for a few more nights and then maybe try sitting up on the bed. Are you getting ready? No. For nothing. We're going to tidy this lodge today because it's a mess. So that's what's happening so far. Nick heard me talking about sleeping in a bed, so he wants to show me how he would do it.
I'm in my pants, so just ignore me. Right, so I think you should sleep head there.
Head there at the bottom? Oh,
Yeah.
I could actually not sleep like that, I don't think.
Have a pillow, and then your neck pillow on top of your pillow, so your head will be basically not flopped onto the pillow, but elevated by your thing. You'll have to try it.
Maybe. But I think
and then you can't roll because it's a single bed.
The very fact that my head would be at the bottom of the bed would put me off from sleeping.
What, in case I open the door at the middle of the night?
No, just psychological. That I'd know I'd be at the bottom of the bed.
Well then sleep with your head there, and have your feet dangling off the head.
Get ready, you've got a lodge to tidy you.
Get stuff.
Come on, cold jack, it's time for spraying.
So this is a bit of a pain in the ass, having to do this every 2 hours. Do we not do...
Juicy and moist.
Do we not do the donor area? Do we just do the...
No, it's just the grafts. The top.
The redness is definitely going.
Good.
Right, head down. More.
Ooh, this is so cold. That'll do pretty now.
Yeah, you want it moist. Use the towel.
No, well...
Just don't go anywhere near the grafts. Let me do it.
When I go up slightly up, I can feel it painful where the swelling is.
What do you mean?
Just there. So I can tell it's painful when I touch it. Only a little bit, like a bit achy.
I'm trying to focus on your head. I'll film at the same time.
Yes, be very careful.
There you go. Right, toast and cheese? Cheese and toast?
Yes, please.
Cheese on bread, I mean.
Yes, please.
Here you go. Nurse Nick is
Thanks.
chamomile tea.
Yeah, what we've not shown is I've just cleaned the whole lodge.
Actually, Edgar did it. What did you do other than make your bed? There's your cheese.
Thank you.
Right, I'm going to sit down now and just enjoy this, and I don't know what we're doing next. Smith.
Fresh.
Right, so I've managed to dry out the carpets.
From James.
Dry out the
This
underlay,
is from James.
refitted it and sprayed it with some disinfectant that we got from B&M when Hannah and Mark was up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put these in and...
Why don't you go out for a little drive?
Result. I put the cow mats back in James and just let the air flow through, and it smells as fresh as a daisy.
Good.
Let's go out for a drive and you can let your hair blow in the wind.
Yeah, I can't wait until I can.
Next week maybe we'll go
I'll
for a
leave like a
drive.
headscarf.
Thelma. Right, after doing a little bit of gardening and using a bread knife to cut down some of the knee-high weeds, in fact actually there were waist-high weeds in the garden, I need to go and get some weed killer because they're just not under control, they're just growing out of basically nuts. So while Lee's editing yesterday's Shave My Head video, I'm off down into town to see if I can get something.
Dinner's ready. The lack of sleep is starting to get to me now. I'm going to have a nap or something, or try.
I've done my gardening.
I actually seem to sleep better during the day. I don't know why. I can just get comfy in the day. I can't at night. Next one is gardening. We are going to have. We leave the shop. Haribos. Gonna have a fruit salad for tea. Yeah. For lunch.
You want granola on it?
Well, go on then. Let's make it look like breakfast. Might as well, haven't we? A little bit. And then I'm gonna have to have an hour because we've got a patron and YouTube members live tonight. And if I don't have a nap, I'm gonna be falling asleep while we're doing it. Because after that, we've got a watch party as well. We're gonna watch Drag Me to Hell.
Have we watched that once?
We watched it years ago, and I seem to remember enjoying it. So
I think I remember it cut off at the end, and we were like, "What?"
It kind of does have a little.
No, I think there was something wrong with the disc when we got it, and it wouldn't play.
I remember what happens at the end. So we did watch. So that's tonight. So I need to go and have a snooze. I've just done my spray and taken one of my tablets. So that's it for another couple of hours.
What painkiller?
No, I think it were an antibiotic. So we're gonna have my lunch now. Could you just do a quick update of what my head looks like at the moment? Still bald.
Right, so the redness where the grafts are is basically reducing a lot. Although there is a little bit of a patch.
What do you mean patch?
A patch.
Patch of what?
There's no hair. But, there we go. It's a little bit oozy here, which it's going to be because a lot of the fluid from the top is kind of coming out during the follicle holes.
Apologies if you're squirmish, guys.
Yeah, apologies. And there we go. You can actually see the suntan area where he's had no hair and it's kind of browned. But there we go.
Looking at myself bald, I might as well just...
It's getting better.
Shaved it all off. I look alright bald.
Yeah, let's not go there. We're all ready.
I'm just being sprayed.
For our life. I've just... our live. I've just sprayed him again. It's actually... I'm definitely, by the hour, I think, the redness is getting less and less.
Good.
So what we've started doing now is... When we're on the last scene, we were talking about a patch. What I didn't realise is Lee took a selfie and it was the opposite side, so we were looking for hairs on the wrong side of the head. So now we've started documenting it. So each day we're going to take photos like top, back, centre, sides, etc. Just so we've got like a comparison. Because apparently what happens is when the hairs have settled, you get something called shell shock. Shock loss. Where all the hairs that they've transplanted actually fall out and then they don't grow back for about 8 months, something like that.
Well, it depends on each person is different. So after 1 to 2 weeks, all the hairs that have been implanted on top get shell shock's a bit from.
I know.
You into that. You get shock loss, and they start dropping out.
So you panic. Well, apparently it's common that you panic because all the hairs are dropping out.
Everybody gets shock loss.
But it's just the hairs, not the follicles, which is what they've transplanted.
That have basically died because they've been
starved
of blood when they were being moved, but the follicle itself is alive and healthy. So once they've dropped out, then they start growing back permanently then. So it'll look good for a couple of weeks, but then they'll drop out.
Yeah, but his original hairs in that region will grow back and he'll still have thin wispy hair until the new follicles start to grow. But apparently the new follicles as well won't ever lose. You don't lose the hair because...
Well, fingers crossed. That's the theory.
Yeah. Well, it's not the theory. It's medical science.
Yeah, that is medical science. Yeah.
So the hairs at your back of the head are not susceptible to DHT, which is what makes your hair fall out.
Unless you were a person that was going to go fully bald, 100%. But I don't think many people go 100%.
Well, your dad hasn't. So the doctor had to look at his dad's pictures and see where his dad's sort of hairline is.
And he was actually quite impressed with my dad's the hair that he had left.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's like a strong indication that that's how I probably would have gone. So it'll be fine.
A lot of the common questions that people are asking is, when does the hair at the back grow back? Well, it doesn't.
The 4,000 that they've removed don't grow back because it was actually taken out. But the rest of the hair that is left will cover it.
Yeah.
And be fine.
And they have actually said that you can take about 8,000 from the back. So in a few years' time,
without showing properly. If I ever needed a top up in certain areas or anything like that, but we'll see how that goes.
But when Lee did the consultation, he actually told them he wanted more on the crown because when we're filming vlogs, he always cuts it out when he can see the ball bit on the top.
I hate seeing myself from the back. That is when you look like a monk. Like if somebody takes a picture of me from the back.
Yeah, but nobody can see it unless you're 6 foot tall.
Yeah, but if I see it on the vlog, or I edit the vlogs almost every...
Yeah, and every time I turn the camera on, he bends down, so you're going to see it.
And I always say, don't get the back of my head, don't get the back of my head. I don't like it. So that was my main area of concern. So the doctor actually wanted to put my hairline a little bit lower down, only 0.5 centimetre. But when I...
but then you look like a teenager.
When I told him it was the top that I was more concerned about, he hied it up a little bit to give him more play.
And then and redistributed the hair. So if you look at the thickness on the crown, it's actually quite thick. Then it thins out on the top, and then it gets thick again for the hairline at the front.
So we're just getting ready. We're all set up for our YouTube members and patron only live. Not done one of these for a while. Hoping the internet holds out.
Well, we've got this new Wi-Fi now, haven't we? So fingers crossed.
So we're doing that at 7 o'clock in 20 minutes time, and then we're going to have some food, and then we've got a watch party.
Oh, it's the drag me to hell, isn't it? Right.
Right, we've just done our YouTube members and patron live. It went really well that. We've not done one for ages because the internet has been pretty crap here. The last time we did one, it was buffering all sorts, but that went perfectly.
Last time we did one, we were locked up. It was in lockdown.
Because Nick's sorted the internet out now, so it's a lot better. So that went well, so we shall start doing more patron lives. Let's have a look at this, have a look at this.
Pepperoni and pineapple.
Pizza.
Got to keep that controversial thing.
Yeah. Nick's just going to make a quick salad because in 10 minutes we have a patron and YouTube members watch party, which is Drag Me to Hell. So I'm quite looking forward to it because I've just been going a bit stir crazy now, being in the house. So I need something to focus on. So let me know when it's done.
So we're going out for a stroll tomorrow then?
Well, I'm not sure about that.
What?
Not sure about that yet. It's a bit early for that.
Don't be ridiculous. What are you making us watch? Flies coming out of cake.
It's not my fault.
Vomiting on guests in the...
Daniel's fault. Hi, Daniel.
It's absolutely rubbish.
Well, I've seen it
Well,
before.
all you've done for the last half hour is laugh.
I know, it's not aged well.
Just mute it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just get them all
It's not
done.
aged well. It's very cheesy.
I remember seeing it before, and I think she's a different woman.
No, it's not.
Is it a remake?
We're going to go sniff James. I'm going to come out and get some fresh air.
Are you? Well, don't bang your head in the bleeding car. Right, we're off to sniff James. What was that you just said?
I said my head feels cold.
Right, James still smells of, well, like spilt milk.
Yeah, it's not as bad though anyway.
No, but I need to shampoo this carpet side because that's where that weird smell's coming from. So back to what it was. Right, back inside. It's frigging freezing.
I don't mind you filming me brought back now because it's all bottled.
Well.
Breakfast out.
I'm finally out of bed. So Lee's just catching up on some paperwork for doing stuff for his hernia. I've just caught up on some work stuff. We have decided we're gonna go up to McDonald's. Lee's gonna he's gonna come out, he's gonna venture out of the house. We're going to go in the car with the seat down so he can basically run the risk of his head touching the ceiling. We're going to go to McDonald's, get a drive-through coffee or something like that, and maybe go up and sit on the cliff tops overlooking the sea, just to do something, a bit of a change of scene, because it's a bit restrictive this week until Friday or Saturday next week when Lee can basically wash his hair. And the good news is we have some house guests coming at the weekend. I'll not tell you who until they get here, but
There'll be plenty of laughing going on.
There'll be plenty of laughing going on, let's put it that way.
Does feel nice to be out, I have to say, even though I'm on in the car and I'm not risking anything else. So we're just going to nip to McDonald's. I found something out this morning. I didn't sleep again till about 3 AM, just could not get to sleep even though I was so tired. And ever since I came out of the clinic on Friday, I've been ravenous, and I've been saying to Nick, I'm absolutely ravenous, so hungry.
No unusual there then.
And I've been laid there, like last night 2 nights ago, I was laid there at 2 AM thinking I need something to eat, so I was eating cookies at 2 AM. Last night I was awake at 3 AM watching YouTube videos and just contemplating making like a nice big sandwich. I was starving. So I was talking to one of my friends this morning, and she mentioned that she'd been on these steroid drugs that I'm having to take 8 a day of.
For swelling?
Yeah, for the swelling.
I thought you only had to take 1 a day.
No, 8 a day.
You told me that you had 8 on the first day and then 1 a day.
No, it's 8 a day. And she said it was probably those because and then I went and looked the side effects up, and the two main side effects are insomnia and weight gain, because they make you hungry and you're just craving food all the time. So I'm like, well, there you go. That explains why I'm sat awake at 3 a.m. craving a sandwich. So I took a photo of myself, sent it to the clinic, and they said it all looks amazing, there's no swelling, so stop taking them. So I've had them today, so hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. But I do still have a ravenous hunger inside me.
Must be the last 4 tablets still working their way through.
So we're just going to McDonald's. I'm just going to get a drink and just a little snack.
And then we're going to go sit on our favourite spot, aren't we? And have a look out at
just
the sea.
Look out at the sea and just have a chill. I'm not getting out of the car, and then we'll go back and hopefully, I'm still waiting on the footage from the clinic. You guys will have seen it already, hopefully, the video. So I can insert it and make a nice video for the hair transplant. Like I say, if you've got any questions about hair transplant, drop us a comment below and I'll reply if I know the answer. But so far, I've got to say, it's been an absolute breeze, apart from the not sleeping and being hungry all the time.
And his hair at the back is like grown about 2 millimeters since Friday. It's it almost looks mucky from the skin, because it's just like such a thin layer of hair, but it's literally in the donor area it's grown back. On top it's still a bit...
When we get back, I'll get Nick to show you the back, and the hair that hasn't been transplanted, my normal hair that's just been left there, it's growing really quick, which is good for me. And at the sides, you can see, I mean, it was only shaved on Friday a couple of days ago, and it's all growing back nicely.
I reckon within 3 weeks you'll have maybe a number 2 cut
on the sides and back, maybe. Number 2, well, maybe not number 2.
No, I don't
usually have number 2.
Well, isn't it like 2 mil is a number 2 anyway?
I don't know. I usually have a number 3, but we'll see. So looking forward to getting something in my belly now. We decided to upgrade from McDonald's and come to a farm shop.
Which we hadn't bothered.
It's open Tuesdays to Saturdays. Today's Monday.
I got chatting.
Woo! We found another farm shop just down the road. So, well,
oh my god, they smell amazing.
Fries and 2 sandwiches. We're going to go and eat in Subi now.
Yeah.
Right, we'll get them shared out.
Chipolatas.
Chips. Get them shared out into 2 different.
Oh,
and
delicious.
We have
a bit grim out at sea.
Chicken sandwich and a cheese sandwich and some bottles of water. We're just going to sit in a favourite spot looking out onto the sea. Squirt time.
Ready? Yeah. Head down.
Will do.
There you go. Enjoy.
Right. Unfortunately, James is not cured. The soggy carpet on the driver's side is fine, but the driver's side, sorry, on the passenger side, on the driver's side, it still smells like spilt milk. So I've actually got some Zoflora, a bit of bleach and some hot water, and I'm going to go and I bought a scrubbing brush from the DIY shop when we were in town, and I'm going to go and scrub the carpet. And then a friend of ours has lent us her wet dry hoover, so I'm going to suck it all out of the carpet.
That's what.
And I already can't stand the smell of that.
Zoflora?
Yeah, it's lavender, and I hate lavender.
I'm going to have a snooze because, like I said, I got about 3 hours sleep last night. Fingers crossed. Now that I've stopped taking those steroids, I can get better sleep. And the swelling has definitely gone down now. I've got a normal shaped head again. Well, normal for me anyway.
It actually looks almost styled now.
Won't go that far, but I'm really.
Oh shit!
What?
I put Sade in the bucket
Why would you do that?
because it looks like fairy liquid.
I'm really surprised how fast my hair is growing at the sides. So, looking forward to seeing what it looks like at the end of the week. On Friday, when I get to wash it, get all the scabs off the top, which is just the dried blood, and get it looking a little bit more normal. Right, I've just heard from the clinic, the hair clinic, with the amount of grafts that actually were removed from the back and put on the top.
But explain the difference between grafts and hairs.
Yeah, grafts are what they pull out, and
follicles, basically.
Yeah, and there's different. They call them bulbs, but like there's different hairs, numbers of hairs in each one. So they're small.
So a single follicle,
single, multiple, 1s, 2s, and 3s.
There's actually 4s and 5s as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, but you didn't have any of them.
Ah, so I got.
So basically, one single pore in your skin can have up to 3 hairs coming out of it. So Lee had
Small wispy hairs, 166.
They go around the front to make it look natural.
451 multiples, but they couldn't see how many hairs, so that could be a 1, 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
So undetermined then. Single follicles with single hairs, 365. The ones with 2 in it, 1,792, and the ones with 3 in it, 1,238.
So they're the density ones that make it look more dense.
So that's 4,012 grafts, so 4,012 follicles, that's how many holes you've got on your head at the back. Total number of hairs, if you assume that the multiple is times 2, will be 9,001 hairs.
Yeah, so there we go. Just gotta wait for them to grow now.
You should have a nice head of hair.
It's just absolutely wanged it down with
Hail.
huge hailstones. I didn't get it on the vlog because it stopped.
It's been rumbling for a while actually.
It's thundering now. I'm just going to edit today's vlog and then we might have some at tweet. Nice bit of weather this afternoon.
Oh, I'm sick of this.
I'm ready.
I'm sick of this. Roll on bleeding Friday. Right, done.
Nice quick tea, noodles, corn, vegetables, and what's that sauce?
Chinese style. Oh, it smells very cinnamony and Moroccan smelling. Can you smell it?
I'm looking forward to this. I'm really hungry now. Lots of corn for me. I still think I've got my steroid cravings for food. I could just eat that whole.
What's my excuse?
Sympathy pains.
Well, maybe. My God, I don't know whether the camera will be able to pick this out, but it sounds like something's like a herd of elephants, like literally banging down on the roof on the lodge. I don't know whether you can see out there the rain, but it's like super, super heavy. We've had to mute the TV because we can't hear. But, oh my God, look at the lake, look at the lake. Right, hold on. You can see the rain on the lake. It's like millions of little tiny splashes. I don't think I've ever seen rain at the lodge like this ever. Have you? Yeah, but that wasn't rain. That was just wind. What's weird, right? Is it sunny at the same time? Rainbow. Nice little rainbow. Just look at the lake, it's like it's weird, it's like it's got a different surface. Why does a storm make me giddy?
Because it sounds nice.
It sounds nice, but it also feels cosy because we're nice and dry inside.
Speaking of cozy, does the caramel tea?
No, not yet.
We've got a watch party. We're going to watch a film called Yesterday, which is about the Beatles music. It's on Netflix.
The Beaters?
The Beatles music.
Yes, number 4 trending on Netflix. Oh my God.
Nice bit of hail. Right, time for the watch party. Yesterday on Netflix.
Yesterday, but we're watching it today.
Yeah.
Right, we've just watched Yesterday. I'm actually wishing it was tomorrow because it was a hard watch. It was good at first, and then in the middle it was kind of like we both drifted off, didn't we? Then at the end it definitely felt like Love Actually. And tis the same writers that made it actually, but it was alright in the end, but my God, it dragged in the middle. But
there's a surprise at the end, and then I'm like, oh!
Which bit?
When somebody you didn't expect to be in it.
Oh yeah, well they're kind of like, I mean,
No, give away.
you can say who was in it.
Right, we're going to do
Oh, you mean, oh right, I thought you meant Sarah Lancashire.
Oh no.
No, right, okay.
I'm going to do some comments of the day because we've not done them for a few days with everything that's been going on. So, Beach Life 78 says the boat looked amazing and the pizzas looked tasty. Great block, guys. They were nice pizzas. Those expensive, those 12 quid each.
Yeah.
Jen Savage says points to Mark on the baseball jersey. 1 point for the LA Dodgers and 1 point for choosing Jackie Robinson jersey.
Can I just say that Mark is like a teenager. A grown-up teenager.
He dresses like a teenager.
Yeah, he's moody like a teenager. He even puts me to shame. I mean, he's more grumpy than I am, isn't he?
I could get you shivers, it's cold in here.
I'll give up.
Because I've got no hair on end. James Clark Grimshaw, hi James, says, I've stayed on this houseboat before. It was one of my friend's stag do's and we went to York races. The morning after we had a go on the paddle boards and kayaks that they have with the boat. It was amazing fun. We never saw them.
They don't have them anymore. Unless, well no, they didn't have them. Trust me, if they'd have had them, we'd have been on them.
No.
It was actually on the River Ouse. Normally you like take paddle boats on like a lake, but
Girl Up North,
unless the houseboat was somewhere else and they've moved it, I don't know.
Girl Up North says the boat looked brilliant and that cheese garlic bread stuff looked so good. That was
in the meal in York.
It was nice that.
Yeah, Jade was going to join us, but she was working, so she couldn't make it.
Neil P says great vlog as usual, guys. Only made better by adding in Hannah and Mark. Nicola Ward says Mickey Waffles, great vlog, guys.
They were kind of a bit iffy, Mickey Waffles, because we got pancake mix and it was too runny, so I had to like double up from the second bottle to make them more fluffy. But it turned out good in the end.
Dominique Boutel says, was the houseboat at Neyburn? No, it was in Bishop Thorpe, and I put the link to the Airbnb in the description. So
if you do know York, if you know where the designer outlet is, literally the car park to the designer outlet, if you looked at it on Google Maps, there's a river to the left of it, and then the houseboat's other side of the river. So it was literally like throwing distance across. However, to get to the designer outlet, it was like a 7-mile detour that had to go round into York and then back again. It was a bit weird, but it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was definitely. I mean,
it could have slept about maybe
10.
Yeah, I think it
easily
10 actually.
Well, there was three single beds, 2 doubles, and then each room had like a single fold-out bed as well. And then obviously you could sleep on the sofa if you wanted to. Yeah. So it was definitely a good stay. It was quite expensive.
It wouldn't have been if we would have filled it.
No, if you like spreading it out between 10 people, it would have been quite cheap. But there were only 4 of us, so it was quite expensive. But it was a holiday, do you know what I mean? So we treated ourselves.
So 5 minutes to go to my last spray of the night, and then I'm off to see if I can get some sleep. Hopefully tonight.
Now you stop taking your steroids.
Yeah. Oh, I am still hungry. So thanks for watching today, guys.
That's not to do with steroids. That's just because you're really bleeder.
Hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, hit that subscribe button if you are new around here. There will be another vlog of us kind of bimbling until the next vlog will be more bimbling around the house, because obviously I've got to
bimble
inside. But then at the weekend, as Nick said, we do have some house guests.
We have some guests. Some laughing like a laughing policeman.
So that is coming up in a few days' time.
Let me just film your head, because we've not filmed it today. Just to show the differences. Yeah, but it's day after now, so
I'm sure we did it earlier.
It's looking a lot better now. Let me just try and focus the camera. It's looking a lot cleaner. I mean, we've not been able to touch it. I mean, there's some scabs there still, which will come off with the saline when we keep spraying it. But
Nick threw a chocolate bar at me earlier.
I did, but it hit his shoulder.
Almost hit my head. Didn't actually throw it at me. I asked him to pass me one out covered, and he just went, "Here you go."
So this orange mark here is iodine. They wiped his head with iodine to sterilise it. This here is still oozing a bit.
Lovely.
Not oozing. It's not like pussy. It's kind of sappy. It's like plasma that's coming out of these little pores here.
I'm guessing it's just the stuff that pumped in.
No, it's not. That's that. You know when you get a scab and for days on end. Let me get the other end.
No, stop.
And then for days on end, it
I feel like a specimen.
We are a specimen. The swelling's definitely gone down because it's looking more. It's almost got a shine to it now. In fact, you can actually see a shine there. But
we'll see you on the next vlog.
When you put the glasses on in the car earlier, you look like Smith Jerrod from Sex and the City.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Bye.
Bye.